Hello, everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacino. How is everyone doing today? By the way, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, ringing the bell, and especially ringing the bell. And you don't really have, you can hit the like button. It's nice to get likes, but overall, I can't see the dislikes, and that's really what I wanted to go shoot for. So let's just keep it at that. Doji Day in Tesla today. Doji Day. It looked like Elon's back with some selling. I mean, we don't know it was exactly Elon, but it was some definite momentum bar selling pressure, and it sure looked like the way they have executed orders under his plan. And by the way, it's not Elon selling. Elon doesn't go, he's already turned over discretion to the firm executing his plan. So they get the discretion. They don't get the discretion of the days, but they get discretion of the when, probably, unless it was specifically decided in the plan. Yeah, Elon's broker. So it's not Elon. Elon doesn't show up and say, I feel like he's doing some selling. It's around 10 a.m. No, they're executing it, they're going to execute it at their discretion how they see fit to and what they feel is will maximize Elon's profits. Doji Day holding up extremely well considering it's up even more after hours 0.68%, but the S&P was down 1.41%. Nasdaq was starting to rally back a bit tonight. Remember, we got Powell speaking tomorrow. He also sort of blew up the transitory thing today, removing transitory from inflation. Market had a little fit, so we'll see if he reverses any course tomorrow. Be keeping him very strong eye on the S&P and the Nasdaq. Then we also have Elon's little splish splash tweet storm from last night that people have been trying to decode and saying it's related to the potential stock split on December 9th. So we will see about splish splash. What they Googled the location, the Winter Park in San Diego with the zip code of, I mean, 92109, and they're saying that's related to 1209. So that was a hint that there's going to be some event and it might be related to the stock split. So that's where we sit now. Don't know what to make of that. I mean, who knows? Who knows? It's Elon. The levels did really well. Let me get the lines on. I have to take the lines off just at the bigger daily. Here's why I take the lines off, at least on a short-term basis. Because, look, I'm trying to keep up the lines we do during Discord, and I'm trying to do everything, and you can't even see the bars. So, let's see, before we get to this, Wavy, not that Dave, hoping everybody's doing great. Wavy, it's Tesla to 1,000 before year's end. So hello everybody. Let's see. They're getting old, but everybody's trying to read something into it. It's all the Tesla bulls are talking about. Nobody knows. I'll be getting bearish again on Tesla's bucking the trend. You still have, it wasn't great option volume. Let's jump over to that real quick. 71,000 of the 1,200s open interest, and this is not yet with today's figures, but climbed from yesterday. I believe it was around 8K to 15K, so that's getting a little stronger. And then you had some at the 1180s, but the 1150s before the selling came in, that was sort of key. And you have only 5,000 open at the 1150s, so and 20,000 turned over at the 1250s with still 11,000 open interest. So there's some decent open interest still higher. And it has held up even, and this looked like the selling that I was talking about when it comes in waves. We actually had, from the levels we had on yesterday plus today's price action in the morning, today's price action coming from yesterday's little low up to this opening pausing bar area, gave me minor 1162. Then I put it, we had 1167.43, 1167.82, put that in. When we got up there, I started talking about divergences on our Discord server and running out of momentum, raised the stops, and then we just rolled over, finding some brief support right at this 1158 level. And then this was the momentum selling, and I said watch for it in waves. We got the nice 3 waves down. So those levels worked very nicely. Let me take some of them off now that we've discussed them a bit. Let's see, I could take off that level, that level. The first level was at 1158, by the way, from a couple days ago. That's where we paused briefly on the open. By the way, when we started cascading selling, well, I put this on beforehand, but I'm not going to go through the whole ratchet up process, but you keep raising it up. Discuss this enough. Then I watched for, we had the little bounce to 62.5. Then we closed below it, so that was my sign to target the full gap fill, along with the momentum bars selling. So that's it. Other stuff that covered, put up this. So once we got this pausing bar, we took from the high. Actually, was that the high or is that the high? I think there's a, what is that one? 1167.67, 1160. I had it on the right one. So which came down here, which gave me intermediate of 1124.13, major 1119.26. Could not get a close below that key level. So then it was ratcheted down again. I think I have double levels there, 1118. But then we had this double bottom here. Double bottom. Just go over that too. Targeting the 1133, brief pause there. Then you had to do harmonics. I was watching for a somewhere up here, you know, this prior resistance ledge up there, and then 1143 area gave me the ability to then put up a harmonic here. But then we had a double top pattern. Double top pattern. Right here, running down to the targets, and then just staying. I drew a channel for a while. I started watching for first a bullish breakout on a close above 1142, and we didn't get that till the very last bar. Had the channel, I had a channel up here that I was keeping an eye on here, and we broke below it, but then popped right back in and then just stayed in consolidation. So there was pretty much nothing. At this point, we had these bars up here. We've pretty much hit it at the end of the day, and it's been hit with the post market. So those are going away. What are we watching for tomorrow? Let me take a look out here real quick. I got to remove some of these other levels. Get the chart all cleaned up. That is most important at this point, to come up with our good levels for tomorrow. By the way, bullish mode today, just to let you know, was 1134. We gapped above it, so it was in bullish mode off the open until it reversed and closed below that 62.5, and then it pretty much went to bearish mode for me, at least through the full gap fill and then that bottoming signal. 1139, 1140. Bump that up a bit. Let's just go off roughly about 1140 for bullish mode tomorrow. Then let's see. I'll get to the comments in a little bit. Let me just see what the key levels are. This one, no more. We are using this one. All right. So this is the most recent swing, but I'm going to change it to a reverse harmonic since this made a lower low than this one. Important little thing here. So this is the most recent swing. This is the longer term swing based off this recovery. So those are the two swings we're using, just for people who are trying to use the harmonics, both anchored to the high from today at 8:30. Remember, today was also month end. So on a rally up tomorrow, this is where we have to go even down in the time frame, because we're back into here. This is an advanced clear path move. with a target of 1165. So if this continues in bullish mode tomorrow, first target is 1165. There's just no stopping points in here. Right now, we're trading against it. This is the only other area I would monitor based off if we open back below it, because then we'd be opening below today's close. And it's just this little gap, which is significant. So that is at 1144.44 area. So that's my only resistance if we open below that. Other than that, you see there's no real stopping points. And even if you go back further, there's just this little key, but you can watch this harmonic at 1156.06, but then you were into another major clear path move back there. So 1165.25. Now remember, Powell's speaking tomorrow, and if the S&P and Nasdaq resume their selling tomorrow, it will be a drag on Tesla, but so far it's held up even with Elon selling. I'm expecting if he goes back-to-back days again, more selling to potentially come in tomorrow. Above there, though, in bullish mode, above today's highs, we got 1174.23, then major cluster 1180. 1180. Then above 1180, you're looking at the 1187 area. And then above that, we have major targets 1193.22 to 1194.24. Line in the sand. Let's go through bearish mode. So bearish mode tomorrow. Let's see what we have. We got the 1 hour rotation zone. Coming in about 1135. 1135. Yeah, that's not a bad thing to watch for. Right here, maybe 1133. If we come back down, break this little support in here, then I'll start watching for 1125, and we're within the 1 hour rotation zone then. You can see that 1133 just below it. I'm not going to be paying a ton of attention unless a closing basis about the 1 hour. Right now it's 1125. I will start watching this 1130. I'll start watching the 1125. If we bounced off there, then I watch where it closed in reference to the 1 hour. But below there, I'm back down to today's lows, 1118. Below 1118, minor 1111. Pretty majors 1105 to me. We start trading below there. I'm watching for the gap fill, then back down to the 1090 area. 1090 to about 1092. So that's your bearish case for tomorrow. Let's just check the 4 hour. See that 4 hours at that 1111.75. You can see how it's held up the last couple days, and we've rotated off it. So again, if you start getting that close below 1125, I'm watching for that 1111. That's now a key level because we have the bottom of the 4 hour rotation zone there. Then below that, I have to go to the daily, and my key line, the sand at the daily, is right now 1087 to 1090, but I wouldn't want to close below 1087 because then I might be below the daily rotation zone and start really focusing on the lower price action. Let's see what else. Well, Wavy's feeling pretty bearish with Tesla and the markets overall. Yep. My sort of end of year viewpoint is going to come with what Powell says tomorrow, at least if we get more selling pressure before the end of the year. And then I'll be looking, again, like I said, on my over the weekend market overview, I'll look for some more bargains again. They were too hard to find yesterday. We reversed too quickly. Let's see. I'm not seeing. Could Elon selling? I suspect he didn't sell yesterday. I saw the footprints today. Again, the sort of the banner on the is Elon's selling's resumed. Elon's back. Hopefully people will be interested to see what we're doing. But I suspect it's Elon selling. I suspect it's a day related. That's why we'll be watching for selling tomorrow. Okay. But we have those 3 push down legs. We have the momentum bars coming in after the little morning run up. It was very similar footprint on the tape to the last few times his broker sold. So that's why I suspect it's him, but we won't know till the Form 4 is filed. I just didn't see that anything yesterday that resembled that. If somebody else did, let me know. But yesterday, I did not. You have 2 days to file the Form 4s, though, if I'm correct. Yeah, so he could still technically, today's selling doesn't have to be till tomorrow. So, we don't know. But so if he files a Form 4 tonight, that would be for yesterday's selling. I haven't seen anything. If anybody else has, let me know. But I haven't seen anything yet. Yet you think it's a selling day too. I just saw that footprints. I mean, once you see those smoke, we get up to key levels, and then you start seeing this a little dip, then a rollover with key momentum. This was some selling pressure, especially you see the volume picking up as it dwindled, and then we see the wave, sort of the wave down as it unwinds the selling pressure. We've seen that a number of times since his plan was released. Yeah, it was selling on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I was watching for selling yesterday. We did not have it. They might have delayed it, remember, but they can't change what's in in the plan. You can only cancel the plan, but they could have said from the beginning, we're not going to sell the Monday after the long Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday. Or we're just going to do Tuesday this week, and we're then going to resume Monday, Tuesday next week. We don't know. We're just guesstimating at what is in the plan. But that's why we just watch for those telltale signs. That's also why when we see those key harmonic levels or other key levels, like I said in the Discord, you move up your stops. We know selling can hit. Move up your stops if you're trying to protect shorter term profits. So if that selling hits, you're out of the way, and then you can start watching for key bottoming patterns. So yeah, it's again, you corrected, it's his broker, for who's ever running the plan. We're in the dark, but so is the dead. Very good, Dave. All right, so in a nutshell, I got to somewhat stay in bullish mode for tomorrow unless we break down early, and I will be watching. If we start getting selling pressure in Tesla, now if I'm in bullish mode, it means I'm being very cognizant again for selling pressure coming in. However, right off the first thing I'm checking tomorrow, I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night around Europe's open and check to see how things are going, to see what sort of direction. And then the first thing I'm going to be checking is the overall markets. And again, the pre-market is just too whippy, so I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm going to really be keying off what the overall market's going to do, especially if it starts selling tomorrow. Then, sorry, I was leaning to the side because I was looking at the other screen. If it starts selling tomorrow, I'm going to watch and really be bullish but cautious if it's above that 1140 level, and watch for any rallies for selling pressure to come in, especially against key levels. Maybe Kimball behind the desk. It would. You don't want my comment on that. Oh boy. I'm not even going to touch that one. So thank you, everyone. Those are my thoughts for tomorrow. If you're in Discord, please join me. Thanks for being here. Again, anything you can do to help the channel. And I think you know where my comment was headed, Dave. You don't need to prompt me for that one. All right, with that, I will wrap it up for today. Thanks for the laugh, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye for now.